Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 2 of Convos with Clara. Like my first episode, I actually hadn't planned on filming this video. It's just sort of came abruptly, and let me explain why. So this week I've been on vacation with my aunt in the south of Spain, and it was amazing, just relaxing. She's actually my grandmother aunt, so it's like she's a granny to me, and honestly it was amazing. And today I came back, so my mom comes to pick me up at the train station, and the first thing that happens that I know of is that she has been scammed by some internet scammers. I don't really know how. It's just she was selling something secondhand online, and then they made her scan a QR code, and she did, and boom, she got scammed. And they took quite a lot of money from her, so that was a tough hit of cortisol, the stress hormone. As soon as I had arrived, right, I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep my calm, I don't want to add my own stress, like, we can get through this, like, it's completely fine, even though they just robbed her of money and she was like in the police for like the past 4 hours. So that aside, I come home and someone in my household is immediately mad at me, and this person always finds a reason to get mad at me. It doesn't matter what it is, and they have made my home life very difficult, stressful, annoying, sad, infuriating, frustrating. And right, since I've moved to Japan, it was all better for some time because, distance does a lot of things. But then when I've come back, I realized that nothing has actually changed. The only thing that's actually changed is that I have matured and they haven't. Well, my parents are divorced, but the person in this household actually knows that my mom got scammed, so the environment was a bit tense. And I was like, I just came back from a one week vacation with my aunt. This person also came back from some vacations. My mom just got scammed. Like, can we just, be chill? Like, there's no reason to argue. Like, there's literally not a single reason to argue. Let's just have a chill night, have dinner, watch a movie, whatever. This is not possible, of course. So in the end, this person gets mad at me, and then someone else gets mad at me. I'm like, so I was like, you know what? Let me film this cute little video, about saying no, standing up for yourself, and stop being over dependent on other people's opinions. Let me tell you a fun little story about standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself is actually addicting. I remember in 6th grade, like in my elementary school, I was bullied by this group of 4 children, typical children things. They would like not let me play football with them, they would gossip behind my back, they would insult me, whatever. And I was honestly frightened because it's easy to say stand up for yourself, but then you actually have to go and stand up for yourself, and then they're like, oh my god, what if they tell the rest of the group, like, what's gonna happen? And you're honestly like afraid. Like, it's a feeling that you're genuinely afraid and you can't do anything. But anyways, one day, como se dice en español, se me hincharon las pelotas, which directly translated to English is my balls got inflated. It's kind of vulgar, but yeah, that's what it means. And I stood up for myself, and I was literally like, shut up, like, you're not even funny, like, shut up. And honestly, like, the amount of power I felt in that moment was just amazing. Not because I could have hurt them or anything, just because of like, wow, I'm capable of standing up for myself, and I don't really have to keep on receiving this trash treatment anymore, right? Anyways, so I cannot say that from that day on they never bullied me again, because they'll keep on trying. But what I can say is that day was a start. The same thing with this person in my household. They have always been like this, always, and I've suffered a lot because of it. But you can either be a victim and just keep crying, oh my god, they're keeping hurting me, and saying enough is enough, and literally stand up for yourself and literally say, no, I'm not taking this bullshit anymore. I'm a person that's very sensitive, so if I say something back to someone, I will immediately feel guilty, like, oh, maybe they were right, this is that. But no, you need to trust your gut. You know why you said that thing in the first place, and don't go like, going back because you want to people please, because you want to be a good person. I'm literally a victim of that, and no. You know why you did it, so stop doubting yourself. Literally stop. Their opinion is just a completely different opinion, and yours has as much validity as them. I'm not saying obviously kill someone and then be like, oh, my opinion has validity. Like, let's use common sense, guys. Even if it's a difficult situation, even if this person in this household has more power than you, I mean, it depends on your situation. Like, if you have physical abuse or something, report to the police, because that is obviously unacceptable. But if it's just... But me, for example, I'm already 18, and at least I live in a white household. Like, I have a friend, she's Cameroonian, right? She would not be able to stand up to this person simply because of the way things are, and that's completely fine because that's the way their household is. That's the way their household is. But or for example, I have some Indian friends, I don't think they'll be able to do this either way. But in my household, like, I'm lucky enough to be able to express my opinion and yes, I will receive backlash, but not be afraid of, getting hit or something. And not even that, this other person in my household always does the same thing. They're always, getting mad at me. And for the longest time, I would just be like forgiving them, because they would get mad at me and then stop getting mad at me. They would get mad at me and stop getting me. Enough is enough. What the heck? Why are you allowing someone to play around with you? Literally freaking bounce you like a ping pong ball. What the heck? Do you have some dignity? Literally have some self-respect. Have some self-respect. You cannot allow this. You cannot allow this. If you allow this, and you're gonna allow any sort of behavior, and you don't want to be the type of person that's just tossed around everywhere. So say no, put a limit, even if it hurts, even if you don't have to talk to this person. Literally stop, because if you don't, you are doing yourself a flaco favor, which in Spanish means like you're doing yourself a dumb favor. Like you're not actually helping yourself. You think you're making this situation more peaceful, but it's not. I recently watched a podcast on the Diary of the CEO with a secret agent. Her name was Evie Pomperas. I don't know if I pronounced that well. I'm sorry. And she was basically saying that in a power complex, I don't really know how to explain it. The lower you go, the higher the person's going to go. The lower you go, the higher they're going to go. And in the end, if you just keep on, I want to keep the peace, I don't want to disturb them, they're just going to keep on going higher. And the situation is just going to stop. And the situation is just going to get worse. I'm not saying directly confront them, but stop going lower. At least, let's start from that. Let's stop going lower, okay? And at least hold your ground. Hold your ground. And little by little, conquer it. Until you're here. What the heck? Why are you allowing someone to step over you? No. Honestly, this video is kind of funny because it's like just me reaffirming to myself what I already know, because sometimes I need to be reminded. Stop people pleasing, stand up for yourself, and what the heck, don't doubt yourself and say no. Stop taking the bullshit. Literally, stop taking the crap. I'm literally getting mad at you because you're taking the crap. And what this woman also said, Evie Pomperas, is something very important that actually made me realize a lot of things, is that you need to stop doubting yourself, because sometimes you make a decision, right? And then you feel remorse about it, or you want to change it, or blah, blah, blah. You know why? Because you ask everybody and their mother for their opinion about it. Oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? No. Literally, go inside you, take a deep breath, and be like, okay, what do I think of this? I don't want to hear what anybody else has to say, because we're all living completely different lives, have completely different perspectives. And yes, Giselle Bundchen may choose one thing, but in my perspective, I might have to choose another, I love you, Giselle. Take a deep breath in, look inwards, and say, okay, why am I choosing this? Am I content with the decision I'm going to make? Are the reasons I'm going to take this decision clear? I don't want to hear what anybody else has to say, because at the end of the day, who's living your life? You are living your life. No one else is living your life. Not your mom, not your dad, not your grandmom, not your best friend, not your uncle, not your boyfriend, not your girlfriend. No one. It's you. And I know you have rage inside. I know you don't want to be in this situation. Then put a stop to it. Okay? You literally have free will. Again, if you're in a household like my friend, like my Cameroonian friend, where you literally can't do anything, then I wish you the best, honestly, and I send you all my love and strength, because those situations are not easy at all. But if you're able to confront this person and just acknowledge the situation, actually do something about it, then fucking do something about it. You should not be living at the mercy of other people, molding yourself to them, people pleasing them. You shouldn't, even if it makes you feel good. Oh, I'm such a nice person. I'm such a nice this. No, you're not. No, you're not. In the eyes of who? In the eyes of the other person. You're not actually doing anything to help yourself. Nothing. And who are you living this life for? You! Wait, I missed. And I know it's scary, so I'm going to hold your hand and tell you, you can do this. You can. It's not going to be the end of the world. It's going to be maybe one difficult situation, one difficult conversation, and then boom. Maybe it's over, maybe it's not. You keep going, but you can't stay stuck in the situation with this person. You can't. You literally can't. And remember, my sister always tells me this, one day you're gonna die and literally no one is even gonna remember you. Like, no one. Does any of it matter? No, it really doesn't. We're literally on a floating rock. Yeah, this has been said so many times, but we literally are. Like, freaking Donald Trump could bomb us tomorrow. ChatGPT could become Terminator tomorrow, and we all die, and you're gonna live with the regret of I didn't do what I wanted to do. Freaking China could send missiles any moment. Does it even matter? None of it matters. What matters is staying true to yourself and doing what you know is right in your heart, and following your instinct and your gut and your heart, not others. Follow yours. Also, can we talk about this granny fit? I wish you the best, honestly. I know you can do it, because anybody can do anything in this world. Like, we are capable of whatever we want. Like, if I want to become right now and join the Spanish football team, I literally could. Like, all you need is to do hard work. I'm not saying I could join the NBA tomorrow, but what I'm trying to say here is that you can literally achieve and do whatever you want, and you determine the relationships you have with those around you, okay? And you need to have self-respect, because if you don't have self-respect, no one's gonna have respect for you. You shouldn't be doing things for other people to have respect for you. You should be doing things for yourself. Stop doing things for others, because even if you're just, okay, I'm gonna stand my ground for them to respect me, then you're playing into their game and you're not actually doing it for yourself. You're doing it for them. No, honey, do it for yourself, please. Please. There's this one girl on TikTok, Diva, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. Obviously, I'm not saying you should just hate everyone and ignore everyone and just be like, I don't take shit from anybody. Obviously, have empathy, compassion with people, be kind, but don't take shit from people you shouldn't take, and don't mold yourself to others. I know Bruce Lee said something about like, be water, my friend, or something, but yeah, but don't let other people, push your water. What am I even saying? Just don't let other people mold you, because in this life you are born by yourself and you die by yourself. Simple as that. So you gotta be yourself. Anyways, my cutie patooties, 304 of you. Okay, 304 subscribers. Why was I about to lick my paw like a dog? So to all my 304 subscribers, I love you all so much. I hope this has helped you, and please comment more topics that you want me to talk about, because as you may have seen, I have a lot to say. So see you next time.